Am I live? Well, let me tell y'all something. Immediately. Unless you just hard headed, as far as it depends on me, I'm gonna forever be trying to talk y'all out of putting 2.8s and 1.3. I'm serious. I'm serious. All y'all that got these 2.8s and 1.5, like what I used to have, men, I see why I kept seeing what eights I could take to this 1.25. Even some of them take the 3. I see why I do that. I said the boy 1.1 anything under 1.5, no sir. No sir. Not for me. Not for me no more. I know what I done heard lately, man, with 8s. Going back to that small box volume, I don't even know why y'all want to know that. I don't know why you want to know that. I tell y'all, everybody listens to music the same. So, I'm going to see the short, you can get 2.5 Q with most 8s. All the supers, all the standards. Y'all Marquis sound better than that 2.5. Trying to cram 4 up on there, you just, in my opinion, you shouldn't. In my opinion, you shouldn't, because I've gotten so used to the resonation with 2.5 Q. I can't go back, man. I'm just telling you, I can't go back, man. Can't go back. Can't go back. I put it behind the seat. He better post a revision as Z8. Hey, what'd you say? Hold on. Let me show you something, bro. Let me show you something. That's all he had to ever do, Fly Job. I hope he ain't making it longer. That's all he ever had to do. But I made a video today. He tell him this indirectly or directly. If you think about me, forget me. Don't say nothing. Because I ain't going to let you keep attacking me, and I ain't going to say nothing. Everybody that buying that subwoofer to try to prove me wrong, you just gave that man $1,400 for free. You can hate me all you want to. You can say I don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't intentionally talk out the side of my neck, but sometimes I make mistakes. But one thing I do know for sure, you ain't gonna take no 2 Z8s and do 151 dB at 18 hertz. I done talked to multiple people. I talked to a dude today, man, got a PSI platform 518 hand built in a Subaru Impreza, he told me. Hope I got the subwoofer right. I think it said PSI. I don't know if I got a level. What level? Hand built. He said MB on a 6K. On a 6K. I'm lowest I can go is 154 at 26 hertz, MB. I'm the same size vehicle that guy. He said, I watched the channel, bro. I said, I watched this channel too. He said, man, you're right. It's not possible. I don't even know why he said that. It's a money grab. All he needs to do is sell this model out and then revise it. Get it on 8 inches. The challenge is going high. Can you equate the 24 on the kicker or come up with more and keep it on that 9.5 inches? That's it. That's all I said. Now it's people gonna buy it. You gonna sell it, but it's gonna take it ain't gonna sell as fast as the XAV4. XAV4 gonna sell it. Fit someone to see the truck with 2.5 inch seat lift. All the rest of the 8s fit. It's a damn novelty item. Ain't a whole lot to it. But boy, keep my name indirectly or directly out your mouth, or I'm gonna point out so much stuff about your brand. They gonna take the mystique down. This your warning. Stop. I responded today because I'm gonna do it. It's funny to me that this dude is keep indirectly taking shots at me. You got a subwoofer with sundown on the name and got black people buying it. Boy, you need to chill out, man. You really need to sit down and chill out. Forget about me. You really do. I can point out so much stuff when you on them gimmicks you got selling subwoofers. But let what I done put out there calm down. I got another one. I'm gonna make y'all think. I got a Fred knows some of them. Don't say nothing, Fred. Don't do that. Don't do that. I got stuff to put out there. Have people scratching their head like, damn, why did I buy this? You went for the Kool-Aid. Leave me alone, man. You're just like kicking over ant here. You seeing it. You just can't leave the ant here alone. Boy, I'm a fire ant. I'm a black fire ant. And my father let me use my words. He let my words have power. I'm only going to speak the truth. I'm going to give him stuff to think about. Look at. Ain't going to hurt. You ain't hurt me. You did this at 30-some thousand. I'm at 61. He ain't hurt me at all. I know somebody done told you, but leave him alone. I know somebody done told you, man, leave that man alone. Why you arguing with him anyway? He's in his damn garage. I know somebody told you exactly like that. Why you mess with him? Man, the man in his fucking garage, man. What you doing? You need to. Your ego gonna get your ego gonna hurt your company. I can point out 3 ways why that Kicker Solo X is far better than all 4 of them solos you got. I'm pulling on the video so consistently, and people starting to buy them Solo X's. Y'all thought y'all was gonna take one of the ringleaders, the ones who gave us Cardi. Y'all thought you was gonna take him down and back door, throw a rock and hide your hand. And then Lord rose up MBE. I am gonna say this. Because I'm gonna say this. That Z8 ain't gonna do no score higher than that solo. And you got 6 more millimeters X Max. Anything you do, that Solo X can do. Any score. When he finished breaking his end down, Alexander Harris is soon to be touched 144 dB with a single Solo X. He had a 143. Playing with the power. As a shot, he went with assault because he got it on the deal. If he ever puts it on Warhorse, he went with assault 4K, which is helping you out every time he do a video on that Solo X. He had a 143 already on music. Thank you for brother saying I taught you, I gave you some pointers, whatever. It's his cardio. He doing what I'm doing with a single, because I can't keep dialing in like I want to, like I review these subwoofers. With a single. I don't think my cabin gonna allow me that with it anyway, either. But anyway, go. I'm never doing with a single. He got a soft four, he got it on deal. He gonna get that 3600 Warhorse. He gonna show people they doing with the one. John Petler's doing with 2 of them. Y'all want me to tell you how to think? It's still 8-inch membrane up front. And because he used that mega roll, he ain't got the same cone area as DD. DD still got more cone area. He 10 millimeters less. So you think. Since ways to fudge the numbers on stuff that y'all know about. Like say you got a 3-inch voice cord when everybody in the industry been saying, oh yeah, it's gonna hurt too. And everybody else in the industry MB, he didn't have to say 3. We all say 2.75 now, but yet technically it comes out of 3-inch cord, but when you put the windings on it and the nominal, it's really 2.75. So it ain't 3-inch voice cord. If he could say 3-inch, I could too. I could have been said 3-inch. I ain't gonna let you know who told me that. But man, stop. Because they're gonna start looking at you soon. I'm in my garage. You need to forget about me. This is a garage right here. But I'm hitting them with truth. Truth. I can keep going. Let it play out. We'll get to some of these questions. But boy, look at here. Hey, homie. Let me tell you something, man. When people see me, they don't see all of me, homie. For real. You want to know where my parents from? I'm gonna give you a shout out something. Because you said Master P. I grew up here. This is where I grew up at. All my family from here. Who my roots at? Louisiana, Mississippi, Lower Part of Alabama. Do you study this area right here? And this area of Carolina? Similar. As far as the people that look like me. The mindset. We can do anything. I'm from the bottom. I ain't from the South. I'm from the South and then the South of the South. I pointed to you again. I was raised here. This the South. But my roots, my mama and daddy from Lou, Mister, Alabama, Roll Tide, LSU. That flow through my veins. That's why sometimes you can't hear what I say. You understand me? You call me mumble mouth. But my people from here, they understand everything I say. And I'm talking to them. And I told them, you think it didn't mean nothing when I said I gave you olive branch. You keep gunning for me. And I'm from the South of the South. And God gave me the power of my words. And I got a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of things I can say. And they'll be looking at you. So I'm going to tell you again. Don't let your ego get you. Hey, don't let your ego get your pockets in trouble. Let me have this one. Redo your sub. Because ain't no limit. They down that area, they know why P called a no limit soldier. Ain't no limit. When you make war with people from here, the South or the South, Alabama don't make no noise. I'm from Georgia, but Alabama don't make no noise. Them big cornbread, fair Alabama living cow, they don't make no noise. You see what the people happy so Saban retired. That's them big country boys. Physical and mental. Don't wake them up. Just leave them alone. And I'm just a descendant from that area. No limit, man. Ain't no limit. Keep your money in your pocket. I keep you in my clothes. I tell them a whole lot of stuff. They be looking at the sub. This gonna hurt right here. Yeah. I ain't gonna fly talk. I ain't gonna put your other comment up there. Trying to throw another olive branch. But boy, I'm the South of the South, man. I'm the South of the South, man. This one time you say, man, they don't never stick together. They stick together now. I don't care about them little what do you call them people? What I call them? Them Steph. Oh, no. Oh, no. People see through that. Some people say y'all for a sack lunch. The linguists, you don't understand. Like, what are you talking about a sack lunch? Yeah. Put a meme on that. That gonna hurt you. There's some people say y'all for a sack lunch. Cheese sandwich, a piece of meat, some flavored Kool-Aid pack, and some cookies. Yeah. Learn from Redbone. And bro kept messing. He made 7 videos, then boop, killed them with it. Don't do it. You're going down that road. It can get worse than this, it can get worse than this. You're going down that road. I got a lot of receipts, man. Just leave it alone. Redo your 8, leave it alone. Because ain't no limit, baby. gonna hurt you more than gonna hurt me. Your pocket's gonna be looking. Your pocket's gonna just redo the 8, man. Then the pocket's gonna get skimpy. I read a comment. Somebody said, "Man, and keep messing with this guy. I ain't saying nothing wrong. Everything I say is everything I say. The opinions and views expressed here are the sole opinions and views of MBE. Boop. There you go, kicking DD off the line. Can't do nothing with him. That's it. That's his thoughts and review. That's what he feels. Well, I ain't got no control of MBE. He has signed no what do you call that? The agreement with us. He ain't violate none of the rules of our dealer agreement. And he's a dealer for DD. He ain't violate none of the rules. Our secret's safe. Seems like he got a lot of secrets on you. And a lot of truth. That truck don't, that 8 don't sit on the seat of the truck. That video y'all put up there, somebody said it didn't work. I didn't say it was over. I said you're gonna need a 3.5-inch seat lift. They can use your own picture to see that it's a 3.5-inch seat lift. The woofer is 10 inches 1 inch out. I said 9 on the video to try to help you out. But according to your schematic, they can look at online. You say it's 10 inches from 1 end to the other. You want to make sure you got the biggest 8. Well, you do got the biggest 8. It's so big that when you put it on the face of a box, they can use the dimension of the 8 and estimate the dimension above and below the subwoofer. You didn't think nobody was going to point that out. I pointed it out. Yeah, that's right. And we ain't talking side net because if that woofer is 10 inches across, or let's say it's 9 inches across, but it's a little more than that, like he said. That's at least 2 inches on the top and bottom. 2 and 2 is 4 plus 9 is 13. That's what he got to get a 3.5-inch seat lift. Now, no. But you ain't tell him that. You told him half the truth. You put a picture up there because you think people stupid because you're a fraud. You just put a picture up there like, just look at the picture, y'all. It's evidence of truck box. Yeah, but a box builder know it's 13 inches high in the front, 9 in the back. What MB said is true. You got a 3.5-inch seat lift. If you got a 2019 up Chevy and up, you got a 2.5-inch seat lift. I mean, a 2-inch seat lift. You shouldn't have to lift the seat off. You got a 2019 up. All the other 8s fit in there fine. But if you got a 2019 up, GMC's era, you get a 2-inch seat lift, you got 13 in the front, 9 in the back. Now you'll see unusable. These are facts. Who doing that? Who buying? My next truck is going to be F250, F450. You know how much that going to cost me, man? Over $100,000. For me not to let my back seat work. Tell them the whole truth. Just put up there. Hey, 4 Z8, 3.5-inch seat lift. Box look clean. Hey, shout out Jimmy Custom. The box do look clean, man. Ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty box. Plexiglass on both ends so they can see how big the motors is. Why they have to lift that seat up that damn high. You might as well see them. That's a good selling point. That's a good selling point on that box. That's a good box. That's a good selling point. To justify why when you open the door, you're going to get better to see these motors. That's good. That's good. That's a good selling point. That type box is not cheap, fellas. So don't be calling Jimmy talking about, can I get this box $250, $500? No, sir. $600, $700. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And it's a little pricey setup, too. That's $2,800 just a subs. That you're going to need a 5K on. But you still putting in the box volume now. It's not 4Q. They're not 4Q. Even with 13 and 9-inch seat lift. Even with 13 in the front, 9 in the back. That's not going to be 4Q in there when you put the subs in there. Leave me alone, man. Here we go. Should I go with DD audio speakers or DB drive for my door speakers? Depending on what you're looking at. Both of them got good Neos. Now, DB Drive has 5 companies, not just DB Drive. DB Drive is a little bigger than Digital Design. The design just got a lower following and older. DB Drive got Euphoria Audio. And then they got DB Drive, Moto, Pro. They got Driven. They bigger. Once y'all Google DB Drive and look at his warehouse, it's huge. He ain't in the business part. He is the building. It's huge. DB Drive is huge. Don't have engineer, have engineers. DB Drive belongs to DB Research. Well, MB, they sell that stuff out in the flea market. They sell because they want to sell it to themselves. They don't want to let distributors in. That's why nobody will sell it but them. They're trying to understand the Spanish market. They've been here 20 years and not understand how things are done here in the American market. But when they get a foothold, you're going to find out they got a lot of gear, high performance gear. I'll show you a video with G7 next to a intermediate level 10 and a what would be considered both of them. Y'all would consider entry level. I'm going to show you a picture of a King of Comp Q10 next to a Prodigy Audio 10, which I believe is a niche intermediate level performance. We'll get to a sound quality, and you put the kick at the entry based on how y'all look at it as far as output levels. Based on how y'all look at it. And size. And then when you see that G7, you're like, man, that ain't a 10. It's a 10 though. I can't show y'all what I'll do because I don't have a vehicle big enough to support it. So the answer to your question is, if you go with the voice optimizer, that's a softer PA sound, but it will cut over 150, 160 decibels. If you go to your DB Drive, they got the same. They got horns, same thing that the designs have, but they also got. If you're going for sound quality, you can go look at the Euphoria Audio line. So when you say DB Drive, I'm thinking about the entirety of DB Research Group. They can get whatever you want. Go look at that Euphoria Audio sound quality line. Oh, another thing. Oh, I already touched on that. I ain't gonna touch on it. I just got to think about it again. I'm so mad what I done did. Fred, don't laugh at me, Fred. 415 WHG5 in the Grand Marquis. What would you do? Stop right there. First of all, I ain't doing that. I ain't even read the rest of the sentence on me. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I ain't even doing that. I'm not doing that at all. If you got 4 G515, the Grand Marquis, one thing I do know for sure, that box is undersized. For sure. Now let's read the rest of your sentence. What do you prefer, facing up or facing the rear? Can't even answer your question. Because I don't prefer neither one of them. I wouldn't even put that in there. Nothing but rattle and an undersized box. You ain't hearing nothing. I'm sorry, man. I can't do that, man. Why you do that, man? Take that out of there. Take that out of there. Don't get mad at him if tell you something. Take that out of there. I ain't disrespect you. I ain't calling your name a number, but I got to tell you the truth. Take that out of there. All that. Get you a board. Put on both sides of behind the seat. Over the top, take you a board, make it about 2 inches off the back seat, facing the back seat. You're going to have to get rid of them cells. They ain't really designed for that. But you could try 2 of them, but they ain't really designed for that. They're not. Once you get rid of all them subs, I want you to go to Fi Audio. Try to remember his name. Audio 1. Oh, man. I want you to go to Facebook. I think it's audio one. Hold on. I'm gonna help you. So you're gonna make a box, a piece of wood that's 2 inches thick, all 3 inches from your back seat. That's all I want you to be, 3 inches from your back seat. It's going to be about 6 inches wide, maybe 18 inches high. You're gonna cut out 2 holes. You're gonna mount that. You're gonna mount that and caulk that from the inside. You're gonna mount that and caulk that from the inside to your whole back panel. Make sure that it's completely sealed off so that when you put subs in there or mount them to that thick baffle, make sure the baffle real thick too now. Make sure like 1.5 inches. In fact, you give me the measurement. What's up, son? My bad. I can make the thing for you that you're gonna have to flush mount to the back of that seat and completely seal it off. Seal it off so much so, yeah. Go ahead. So much so that when you put the speaker in there from the seat side, or if you just mount it to that piece of wood, that the back way is completely sealed off from the front way. That's what I want you to do. You're gonna do an infinite baffle setup, and you're gonna kill everybody in your area. Everybody in your neighborhood gonna want to love to hear you come through. Now, after you put that up there, you're gonna take your trunk lid and you're gonna dynamite all the inside enough where they can't see it when the trunk lid is closed. You're gonna do the top and you're gonna do the bottom. But you're not doing this for rattle. And you're gonna take some foam and you're gonna put over that edge. So that when you close that trunk, you're gonna get an airtight seal. Because inside you done took everything out that trunk. And you took you some tar. And you done, I think it's ionic coating. It comes in the can. You're gonna roll that stuff all. You're gonna paint this stuff all inside your vehicle. And then you're gonna put the dynamite on it. It's gonna take you to do this, if you really want to do this right, it's gonna take you about 6 months to get this Grand Marquis done completely. Well, play these little segments back so you do everything that you're gonna have to do. And the hardest thing is to seal that trunk lid. Now, I don't know if it's a show call or not. Trying to get you a device. Like you see sometimes people put their hoods down, they screw them down. Well, you want to be able to screw yours down from the top, chrome fasteners that will actually make sure that trunk lid does not rattle. Because you're going to actually have a gasket over the whole lid. It's going to make, when you close it and tighten things down, so it's going to be fairly airtight seal. Then you got a piece of wood. Now, 2 ways you can do it. It's a slick way you do it, face it down to the ground. It's a tibbet. But you're going to have to make some kind of way to protect the ground. I don't know if you drive it during the rain or it's a daily drive. I don't know. But if you do have it facing the ground, after you completely seal this truck off, and you don't want to have them facing the seat, the best way, in my opinion, to have them facing the seat so they absorb from the moisture because they seal in the trunk. If you face them to the ground, like some people do, on the infinite baffle, they cut the floorboard out and actually have the speakers facing the ground. Your whole back end of your vehicle is resonating home, but it ain't rattling. And you will hear the bass because it's outside. But you're going to still hear you while you're driving. But the best way to me is to face it to your back seat. See your whole trunk lid off. And then you're going to do this. You're going to do this. This is why they come here, man. Because I can tell people stuff they can use in the language they understand. Here it is right here. Oh, man. So trying to remember the name. I know Fire has them. I know you call Fire. Look, go to, I think it's Audio One. Still, I'm trying to find out this name, y'all. Bear with me, because I'm trying to help this brother. I know you. I can hear you saying, "Man, don't skip over me, man." Answer my. You said, don't skip over me, man. Let me see if I can find it, man. Text me, boy. What's his name? It's Scott. Scott Atwell is the engineer behind Fire, but he still does something that he loves to do, and that's been some infinite battle for so I'd be forward to start. I think they're on Fire audio site still, but I also know he does. Even though he does, he's the engineer, head engineer for everything over the sky. He is also it's got its own thing going, I believe, with the IBP, and that's totally separate. It's infinite battle for soundbar. Boy, you're gonna get these infinite battle for drivers. Get the 18s because you're using the whole trunk. Using the whole trunk as the box. You're gonna face them two subwoofers.